Welcome to this week's edition of Performance TV. This week we're going to be talking about diesel motors. There's more and more diesels on the road today, and people are looking to really enhance the performance of those motors. Today I've got Dan Scheid of Scheid Diesel Service, and he has some new fuel injectors that actually add 50 horsepower while saving on mileage. Dan, can you tell me about them?
We have our premium injector here that we're utilizing, and with this injector we have a new nozzle installed, and we have new valve piece installed, and we have a brand new solenoid installed on our premium injector there. Along with that, then, we also recommend going ahead and installing new pass-through tubes into the injectors to where that we've got a good seating surface between the injector and between the fuel passage there also.
Now, if we're going to do this job, aren't there some other components here that we should change just to make sure we do a proper job?
Yeah, we also have intake gaskets here, so we do recommend going ahead and installing new intake gaskets, and then we also highly recommend installing a new fuel filter every time as well. And then we've also got some fuel additive as well that we put in with it, clean the fuel system and add performance as well.
Okay, why don't we see how Dave's doing on the install job?
Okay.
Well, we've already got 4 of our injectors installed, a couple more to go. We cleaned things up with our blaster a little bit, and we're ready to install. I've got Jared here from Scheid Diesel giving me a hand. What's next on our deal?
Well, as I'm disassemble, I was taking the injectors out and then making sure the copper gaskets would be out, so I ain't double gasketing.
Right.
So this is number 2 of our 50 horse injectors.
All right.
And then you oil this O-ring right here.
Oh, okay.
So you have a good solid click in, and you'll hear it click when it goes in.
Oh, I see.
Okay. So now we'll go to the crossover tube. This is a high pressure tube. This is here. This seal needs to be inside there, and when it goes in there, it needs to be perfect. Because if it ain't, it'll leak into the crankcase.
Oh.
It'll make fuel go into your oil.
Oh, man.
And all that kind of stuff. So, you know, premature wear on any bearings in the engine, stuff like that. So, anyway, as we put it in, oil this O-ring also.
I see.
And it'll do the same kind of click. It's got detent balls on it. So then you'll hear it go in also.
Oh, and that's how you just rotate it until it clicks right
so
into
now
that.
you know it's in there.
Oh, I see.
Seated together. Okay. So then there's a preliminary inch-pound torque to these injectors. You got to put 44 inch-pounds on this injector and 37 inch-pounds on the hold-down nut for the crossover tube. So then you know they have a good seat with each other. So
and that's really important, right? Because these pieces can break
important.
or you strip out your bolts and then you're really in serious problems.
Yes, sir. When you go to install the fuel lines, you want to blow them out, make sure there ain't no debris in there, because if there's any debris, it'll close up the high pressure port on your injector and you'll have a miss or something like that. So it's good to be real clean with your install.
Right.
So
I noticed you disconnected the negative battery cable,
yes, because you're working with electronics here.
Right.
So anytime you have these solenoids right here have wires on them, so you got your solenoid connection, and you don't want those to cross or anything like that. So
I see.
you want to always take your battery
And disconnect it so we don't mess up our electrical.
Yep.
Killer.
So there's that snap.
Okay.
So that's number 1.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and finish this up, double check everything, make sure it's good to go. Then we're gonna go ahead and fire it up, you can hear it, but first check this out. All right, well, we are all ready to go. Robert, hit me. Oh, sounds good.
Okay, fired up, sounds good. Don't have any leaks. We got the fuel filter changed, so I said, hey, we'd be good to go.
All right. Well, if you need help with your diesel, you just go to ScheidDiesel.com and they'll be willing to help you out. We'll be back with more Performance TV right after this break.